Hello, everybody. My name is Bernardo Aceituno, co-founder of Stack AI. For the past 3 years, we've seen the advent of large language models arise as a tool for the enterprise. How many of you have heard the word AI agents? Can you raise your hands? OK, yeah, it's the buzzword of the moment. But the question is why? Why do people talk so much about it, and why do people make so much noise about it? AI agents are basically tools that enable us to connect a large language model with our internal applications, databases, knowledge bases, and systems in our organization in order to automate processes. Due to the flexibility of the large language models like ChatGPT, Anthropic Cloud, Google Gemini, we are in a position where now we can start using this technology to automate tasks that exceed the dreams of what we could have thought was automatable in the past. At Stack AI, we have developed a platform that allows financial institutions to easily design custom AI agents enterprise-ready. Companies like Nubank, Smart Asset, YMCA Retirement Fund, and many more with more than 100 enterprises use Stack AI to automate a variety of internal back-office processes from customer support, loan underwriting, credit research, statement reconciliation, and the likes using large language models in a very friendly and applicable interface. With me today, we're going to be building together a loan underwriting AI agent, and you'll see how easy and applicable it is to apply to bring Stack AI as a tool to develop your own technologies. I'm going to log into our account, and what you will see is that Stack AI is a hub where you can organize all the AI agents for your processes, from systems for claim processing, to legal review, to data room analysis, economic research, investment memo generation, and the likes. The way Stack AI works is that it's a low-code interface where you drag and drop blocks together, describing your process, connecting language models to all these systems in order to design your agent. Whenever you create an agent, we'll give you a variety of templates representing common use cases. And if you start from scratch, they will bring you to a workflow builder where you will design the logic of your agent. For a loan underwriting agent, what will we have? We will have to define, first of all, what are the inputs of my agent? Well, if I have to do loan underwriting, I will need to have a system that receives files and reads them. So my input will be some set of files. Maybe I want to give some extra commands with instructions on how to do the underwriting. And what I will do is say, OK, I want to read these files. I want you to do some OCR or some data extraction to extract this. And then I will take all this information and pass it to a large language model where I can pick from any of the main providers, including language models hosted locally on my computer to make sure data is air-gapped to our system, and then process the information. I could, for instance, drag OpenAI and say, OK, take this information, pass it to GPT 4.1 from parsing this document, from this instruction, and then I'll give it some instructions. First, I want to use GPT 4.1. I'll tell it, you are a loan underwriter. Your job is to extract the following information. And we'll take what is coming in here: the name of the person, the total income, the application total, and the likes. And with that, we will also give it tools to enhance its research. So we will give information in plain English. We'll give it a list of points: name, amount, loan amount, application date, income, yearly income, and other details that may be relevant for us, and the likes. And then we'll tell it to write me a summary of the user profile, potential risks, and I will tell it, research the internet for additional information. As I give it these instructions, I will also give it the information about what the inputs are receiving. I will tell it here that my input is giving me a command. I will tell it here these are the underwriting documents. The application documents are the files that we provide. And I can give it some tools for it to take and execute actions as it's completing its task. At Stack AI, we have more than 100 integrations with all sorts of systems: databases, knowledge bases, web scrapers, email, CRMs, ticketing systems, support systems, the internal knowledge management tools, and all sorts of applications that you will require in order to execute this workflow. So for instance, I could tell it, you are able to send an email at the end of your execution, and you are able to browse the web in order for it to know that, hey, you can actually take these actions if needed. Moreover, this language model has no context on how do we operate, on what the company knows about loan underwriting, what are our policies, what are our procedures. For that, in Stack AI, we have a system called knowledge bases that allows me to import knowledge from these systems to the AI agent, where I can go, take a document in SharePoint, take documents from my SharePoint folders, pick what files I want. Let's say I want to pick all the files from our SharePoint database, where it contains procedures on how we operate. And I want my agent to receive a command, search information in SharePoint relevant to that command, pass it to the language model, and then generate an output with that information, where it could also send an email. With that, I have built an agent for long underwriting. I can save it. I can publish it. And then I can run it. I can come in here, upload some documents I have from my long application, out of the box, pre-set up. And with that, have a system that then can take an ID, a bank statement, a proof of income, all of the information together, and analyze alone. I'll save my agent, and I'll publish it, creating an interface that then users can use in order to share the agent in the form of a chatbot, a form, or a batch, where I can upload many applications in one place, either in my own interface. And for instance, I could be an interface where I'm uploading here all my application documents for my long underwriting. I can tell it, respond in bullet points. And then, as I run it, this will go and take this workflow I just created, and in a hosted user interface that I can customize with my own branding and styling, with my own single sign-on security and the likes, it will go, it will extract all the information I wanted, and it will send me an email at the end with this information if needed, using the instruction I provided, with potential risks, summaries of information, and using all the knowledge from my SharePoint as a guidance on how to operate. Everything you see in here is hostable on premises. Our main customers host Stack AI for tools in investment, credit, knowledge management, back office automation within their servers. Remaining secure is required. And we provide additional services to help you implement this workflow as you extend. This doesn't necessarily just expand to these kind of applications. You can build all sorts of tools for your systems, for applying to RFPs, to reviewing MSAs, to performing economic research, to performing due diligence, to writing investment memos and the likes. The sky is the limit, and with Stack AI, you can come, build a system that processes documents, analyze tables and the data warehouse of thousands of documents, and put it all together in one place in minutes. If you want to learn more and bring in AI into your company, don't hesitate to reach out and visit us at stack.ai. Thank you very much.